This is the Badger model AS180-12 Cyclone compressor. Excellent little workhorse compressor. Generates over 40 psi of pressure and is great for moderate usage. If you're someone who airbrushes a couple times a week, whether you're doing anything from fine scale model painting to taxidermy projects to scrapbooking, glass painting, anything that you might use an airbrush for, this particular compressor will provide you with all the power you need to properly operate any airbrush that you could use in just about any application. The compressor is basically as you see it. Has a handle attached to it already, so it's very light for the amount of power that it has. Weighs approximately 5 to 8 pounds maybe, so you take it anywhere you want it to go. Has a handle attached to it as well. Naturally has an electric cord. It does require electricity to operate. It works just like any other appliance that you might use. Plug it into your electric. Toggle switch at the back end of the compressor, and that's how you turn it on. This compressor also features auto shut-off, and what's meant by that is if we stop the airflow or release the trigger of our airbrush so it wouldn't be spraying, the compressor will shut off. Once we depress the trigger, which we'll show this with the actual airbrush, the compressor will turn on again. So we're going to turn off our toggle switch right now so the compressor's still off. Also comes with an adapter. This compressor on it has an 1/8 inch male adapter, and many airbrush hoses are 1/4 inch female, so it does require an adapter that is 1/8 inch female to 1/4 inch male. Normally it's a good idea to put Teflon tape or plumber's tape between these connections here. Don't have any at the time we're shooting this video, so we're just going to put the adapter directly onto the compressor without the plumber's tape, and it just threads on like such. Pretty standard hookup operation there. The one downside to not having the plumber's tape is that that may cause our auto shutoff feature not to work properly if we get any type of air leakage there, but in any case, so normally when you hook this up on your own, good idea to put Teflon plumber's tape between those joints to make certain that that auto shutoff feature works properly with it. Once we have our adapter in place, we can then take our air hose, and we have a 1/4 inch female fitting on this end that the 1/4 inch male adapter end goes into. Get that lined up properly. And again, in this joint also, normally a good idea to put Teflon plumber's tape around that thread before we attach it. Snug everything into place. Good idea to take a wrench or a pliers and secure everything up really good. Don't need to crank on it, but just snug everything into place with it. Once we have our hose attached to our airbrush, connected to our compressor, pardon me, we can then take and attach our airbrush. And to do so, we simply take the opposite end of the hose, and we take that threaded female side that goes onto the male connection that comes off of the airbrush, and that's how we attach our airbrush there. Our spray regulator fell off of the airbrush, but that's easy to put back into place, just like such. And now we're ready to airbrush with this particular compressor. And so we turn on our toggle switch, so the compressor's on. You can see when we depress that trigger. Now we obviously have an air leakage here where the plumber's tape is missing. We can actually feel that there, but normally we'd address that, but for the purposes of this video we won't have time to do that. Then we can take and attach, and now you can see that spray pattern. So our air source is providing more than enough pressure to operate this bottom feed airbrush. So that's the Badger AS180-12 compressor. You can see even when it's running with the airbrush operating or not, very quiet compressor. So hopefully this is a compressor that, should you purchase it, will serve your purpose as well. We're confident that it will do that. So the AS180-12 Cyclone compressor from Badger.